I like very much to be in the field. I don't like to be just in an office making maps. I like to go out and to feel nature, and I would like to do things related with the environment.
Laura lives and works in Mendoza, one of the most beautiful cities in Argentina. Mendoza, the capital city of Mendoza province, is nested at the foot of the Andes by the Pan American Road. The province is the most important in Argentina, as well as in South America, for the production of wine, fruit and vegetables. Beautifully located and quickly developing, Mendoza badly needs skilled and hard-working inhabitants.
It's very important to have well-prepared people, of course. So there is, in general, there is with all the problems that always arise, we try to make the people to get a better standard of knowledge in order to come back and apply this knowledge here in the province, at least in Mendoza.
Laura is a specialist in GISs, Geographic Information Systems used for capturing, managing, analysing and displaying all forms of geographically referenced information.
My main task is related to satellite images processing and mapping with satellite images. The geographical information systems are basically a system of hardware and software that allows you to work with the spatial information connected with its attributes.
The Institute of Rural Development, where Laura works, is a semi-governmental organisation carrying out analyses and providing practical recommendations supporting various sectors of rural production and agricultural development in the region. The Institute is implementing a unique program, EcoAtlas.
El programa entonces tiene el objetivo de
The goal of the program is to characterize the whole province of Mendoza through a system of geographical and spatial information, data concerning agriculture we get from other institutions, and the data generated by ourselves. This program did not have equivalents in other regions, so we were engaged to work in other provinces, to take part in seminars, conferences, workshops, to give other info about our program, to multiply it in other regions. The coherent and sustainable development of such varied areas is particularly difficult to plan and manage, and this work requires specialists with the highest skills. Laura went through a lot of education and practice to obtain them. The National University of Cuyo. Here, Laura graduated in geography. After her graduation, she intended to earn her living, as her family was not rich. In spite of the major economic crisis in 2001, she managed to get a job and started work at the Institute of Rural Development.
I got a job. I started to work that hard, but in my mind there was always the idea of doing something different, and especially to go abroad. I didn't know if going abroad I would improve my possibilities to have a good future here, but it was another challenge, you never know. And it was what?
In 2004, she got a grant to study for an Erasmus Mundus master's degree in Geoinformation Science and Earth Observation for Environmental Modelling and Management. She studied for 1.5 years at 4 leading European institutions in the field of geoinformation management in the UK, Sweden, the Netherlands and Poland. Her previous professional experience was enriched with knowledge of scientific tools and technical know-how in various disciplines, including environmental science, remote sensing and GIS, as well as management and general skills.
Con Laura nos conocemos desde hace varios años.
Laura and I have known each other for many years, from the time we were studying at university. So on one hand we are friends, and on the other we are colleagues at the IRD. I am sincerely grateful for all she has passed on to us in the professional area and in interpersonal relations.
Tanto de lo profesional como también de lo humano.
Bueno, algo que puedo decir de Laura que lo que genera.
Well, what I can say about Laura is that she generates in our office the atmosphere of trust and the sense that everyone can work without stress and with pleasure, knowing we can count on her support, and in the case of any doubts, she will give us advice.
Del ámbito laboral también es buenísimo trabajar con ella.
The work of the team is excellent. However, the salaries paid in the public sector in Argentina are not high. This is why Laura started another similar job at a private company. The owner of GIS Working had been in Europe for 6 years, but then came back and established his own company, offering consultancy services connected with the management and mapping of geographic and spatial databases, satellite image analysis, and GPS and GIS technology.
What I thought at that time is, in Europe, everything is almost done. Here is a very opportunity land, mainly talking about my field, which is geographic information systems. It's like we have to do everything here.
GIS Working is successful as a global consultant and exports its own software to many countries around the world. The composition of the staff is crucial for the success of the firm.
And then we found Laura. Laura was still working for a governmental office. She was doing exactly what I needed. When I did met with her. I have already heard thousands of times the word Laura Salazar. It's just the people you need to hire for your business. She gets along with everyone here at the office, and I think I would like to have much more Lauras in my staff.
Studying in Europe was a great challenge for Laura, but the most difficult moment came with the completion of her studies, to take the decision to come back to Argentina.
After all welcome party, it was difficult to adjust myself to my old new life, because I came back to the same job, to the same house. Everything was the same, but I was different.
Sí, fue muy difícil que ella se fuera.
It was very difficult when she left, as she was going alone to an unknown place, and I didn't know if she would manage. But what she planned, thanks to God, she achieved. It was good for her and a satisfaction for me.
Gracias a Dios lo terminó y para bien de ella.
My best friend from Mendoza and another two friends, we went to the mountains. It was very high, 6,000 meters high, and at that moment I didn't train. I decided to go, and I could reach the top with them. And when I was there at the top, I said, yes, this is my place. This is Mendoza.
No wonder she decided to come back. Mendoza region is a place of friendly and hospitable people, picturesque landscapes and wonderful nature. The source of Mendoza's success is wine. Thousands of both huge and tiny wineries and vineyards not only give employment to the inhabitants, but also constitute the basis of the local culture and philosophy of life. Every year in March, Laura, together with all the inhabitants, visitors and tourists, celebrates the grape harvest. The wine festival, or Vendimia, is a time for celebrating beauty, local culture and fine wine. It's a magic time in Mendoza of parades, street fairs and a final dance and musical performance with the election of the Harvest Queen.
Sometimes when you are waiting for things, you get frustrated and just you think that your life is going to be always the same, in the same place, working with the same people, with no nice job. But then when you look back, you think that, well, I did many things, and in some way I'm very proud of myself, of the things I could do.